Obsidian Entertainment has turned into the very definition of being surrounded by rakes and not knowing that they should probably stop stepping around. Now they are officially, from their own professional account, blocking any kind of dissent, any kind of questions, anyone daring to ask them if there's a way to play the game without pronouns. Blocked immediately, shutting them down, banning them from forums, shutting down their Reddits. Like, it is absolutely insane what these people are doing over there. But I guess at this point, should anyone really be surprised? What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And Obsidian Entertainment's official Avowed the Game account on Twitter is going around and blocking anybody daring to question not just the game itself and the direction that it's been going and the art director Matt Hansen and how unhinged that dude's been, but also if there's just some options with the pronouns that maybe they could take a second look at because they're not a big fan of that being in their games. Doesn't matter, they're blocking you straight up because they look at you as opposition or thinking you're a troll, when some of these gamers that were reaching out genuinely wanted to try the game at some point or another. Obviously that's gone out the window, but it's almost like Obsidian doesn't even care because they care more about the agenda and ideology than the actual game and the gamers that they're selling it to. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down how Obsidian Entertainment is basically self-sabotaging their own game in Avowed because they don't want any dissent getting out there. It's a pretty bold strategy, and we see this quite a bit these days with game companies that don't seem to understand who their actual customers really are. The upcoming release of Avowed by Obsidian Entertainment has been plagued by controversy, to put it nicely, specifically talking about the art director Matt Hansen, which I've covered in detail in previous videos with a whistleblower that had previously worked with him and talked about how he is pure evil. This guy has ideologies and agendas he wants to insert in the games and doesn't care about the player feedback, doesn't care about what people actually want. He just wants to put his agenda and ideology into the game and screw you for questioning any of it. The official Avowed account from Obsidian Entertainment is now going on a social media blitz, doubling down and alienating potential future customers rather than addressing any genuine concerns. I've been getting DMs left and right and also seeing it for myself with my own eyes on Twitter, where people are talking about how the official X account and Reddit pages are blocking users for mild criticisms or even polite questions. This kind of approach has got a lot of gamers out there asking the obvious question of if the people working over at Obsidian on Avowed have collectively lost their mind when it comes to trying to market and sell this game to people. The censorship accusations have gained some big time traction on a multitude of users, sharing their respective experiences across the board, being blocked by the official Avowed account. For instance, Justin NC, a prospective buyer, tweeted, "They blocked me and half the comment section for mentioning pronouns. They have openly alienated and attacked gamers. They deserve to flop." King Yora responded, "They blocked you for exposing pronouns? Just wow." And Justin replied, "Not just me. Anyone who even mentions pronouns to them gets banned. They banned half their own comment section." These are the people, like, yeah, sure, there are some trolls, obviously you're going to get that online, but these are the people following the account and asking questions about the game they plan on picking up. They're getting blocked by Obsidian Entertainment for daring to question any of the decisions that were made when putting this game together. And this is backed up by multiple accounts. Penumbra shared their experience saying, "Yeah, I got blocked only for saying that I was not going to try their game. So now if you say, I don't like the direction you're going and because you're doing this, I don't want to play your game," they're blocking you. Ron Ronson said, "These are some of the banned or hidden posts on Avowed's pinned announcement message. These are very mild posts getting hidden. This shows they will be doubling down and absolutely ignoring the backlash. This will be another Concord coming up." And Humble Katsu posted an image saying, "The Avowed subreddit's mods banned because I had the audacity to say that the devs attacking the community is never a good sign, and that the art director seems to have no issue tanking this game's potential." And Lavish God said, "LOL RIP," and showing a message that he was banned from the subreddit permanently from Avowed because he had the audacity to write a message about Matt Hansen saying, "This dude is garbage," actually dampened my excitement for the game. Which is true. Matt Hansen has been ruining a lot of excitement for a lot of people in the community, including myself, that was one time looking forward to playing this. But because of him and how he's handled the pronoun situation, I no longer have any interest in it as well. Learning the Law on Twitter brought up a very interesting situation where he discussed Visas Mar from Knights of the Old Republic 2 in 2004 compared to a female in Avowed in 2024 from the same developer, Obsidian Entertainment. He stated, "What happened, Obsidian Entertainment? Are you afraid of attractive fictional women?" And looking at Visas Mar, this person you can tell is a female, even with the cover on the eyes, the lips, the jawline, and obviously the body form give it away that this is a woman. You look over at 2024 with Avowed, if you do the same thing with that character, you can't tell if that's a dude or a chick, which has to make you wonder and begs the same question we keep going back to with all this stuff is, why do they keep making the characters so androgynous? Learning the Law followed up with, "The funny thing is that you can barely see the face of Visas, yet you can tell right away that she's female. Put a veil on modern game female characters, and you wouldn't know if it's Mike Tyson or Sylvester Stallone talking." And then he follows it up with, "The answer is yes, LOL," and posts a screenshot of him being blocked by the official Avowed account. This is something that a video game that is making an official account should never ever do outside of like a ridiculous troll posting something that's abhorrent. Obviously, you gotta block that kind of stuff. But when you're going on a complete blocking spree across the board for people daring to ask questions and call your game out for what you're doing, it really doesn't resonate well with the entire community. Carlos replied with saying same and showing proof that they were also blocked by Avowed the game. But it doesn't stop there, going over to Steam pages and talking about the subreddit banning people for daring to question the game. User LSD2122 said, "Wrote that I'm fine with woke stuff as long as I'm not fed like foie gras duck. Permaban," with a bunch of hearts, saying, "I dislike woke. I hate, though, when woke agenda is being pushed in a game, which kids might be playing. It's a sad state." And it's fair. Like, these are genuine concerns being brought up by people in the community that are being brushed away and then banned and blocked by the creators of Avowed themselves. Sundancer replied, "There was a post asking nicely about Obsidian's stance on the matter with Hansen. Just a simple question, even polite without insults. It was viewed like 200 times and then disappeared without a trace. That alone tells you everything you need to know." And this pattern extends well beyond just Twitter X and Reddit. I see forums where there's a lot of dissent being subdued, blocked, banned, and privated. And it's like, what are we doing at this point? Why is the official account stepping in and trying to shut people down? Because it's always going to blow back a million times further, blowing up right in your face. And apparently, Obsidian Entertainment either doesn't know this, or they do, and they're still willingly pushing forward with the agenda of trying to silence people. It tells us that this company is unwilling to tolerate any dissent, no matter how respectfully presented it is. By removing posts and banning users, Obsidian is far more concerned with trying to control a narrative than building goodwill amongst a fan base. And it's ironic too, because after the Matt Hansen fiasco, you'd think they'd be trying to build goodwill, not push it out and shut down prospective buyers. This company has been ass backwards from Jump Street, and it's no wonder that they keep finding themselves in a position that the game will most certainly flop at this rate. Nobody I know wants to proactively play this game. Not to mention it doesn't look like the greatest thing in the world. They're not doing themselves any favors by attacking the very customer base that would potentially be a prospective buyer of the game. In an industry where community engagement is key to a game's success, Obsidian's approach here with Avowed is peak of what not to do to your customers. Blocking, banning, and silencing any kind of feedback alienates the very audience that the company should be trying to sell their games to in the first place. Gamers already have way too many choices, and to just say, okay, I guess I don't have to worry about playing or buying Avowed. That's one less thing for me to worry about. Now I can focus on other games or go to my backlog of an endless amount of games that I'd rather play instead. And the irony in all this is that the people who are being silenced are not even radicals or trolls. They're overwhelmingly, from what I've seen, genuine prospective customers voicing valid criticisms or concerns regarding specifically the pronoun usage. Obsidian's refusal to engage with them is a clear signal to the entire community that feedback, even constructive or polite, is unwelcome to them as a company. And that kind of disdain for a player base can only lead to one obvious outcome: failure. And they're going to have no one to blame but themselves when that ultimately happens. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com for the full article. If you appreciate what I'm doing, hit that join button. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Smash J, Smash J, Smash J.